Hello everyone, and welcome to this training on how to run Facebook ads for realtors from A to Z. I am going to show you from beginning to end how to run a lead generation ad in Facebook. You're gonna create a lead magnet with me, set up the lead generation ad, we're gonna run it and look at the results. So stick until the end and you're gonna see exactly how the ad ended up. My name is Vala Vincent. I am a personal branding and social media marketing consultant. I help small businesses just like you how to build their personal brand, grow their social media channels, and of course, market. Anyway, let's get to it. I'm gonna hop on the computer and I'm gonna show you how it's done. All right, now we're on the computer and we are going to create our lead magnet. People do not want to give their information to you just for the sake of it. Just because they're looking for a house, they're not going to give out their information to a realtor. They're going to go to their Facebook group and they're going to get recommendations for a realtor first. So what you need to do is that you need to capture them while they're before they do that. Now, I'm on realtor.com. And I'm going to search for houses just here in Denver. The reason I'm doing it in Denver, I'm here in Colorado and I know this market a little bit better than I know anything else. So I'm going to focus on a specific type of houses. I'm going to focus on single story houses. The reason why I'm doing this instead of just giving out a list of houses is that that way I'm capturing better leads. I'm capturing more hyper-focused, and just better leads, more qualified leads. That's what you want. You want more qualified leads. Now I'm gonna find houses that have better photos. And what happened is that I had made this video earlier and the sound didn't come on, so I had to redo it. So I have actually done all of this for you, but I'm gonna show you the process. So what you do is that you go to your listings, you look through your listings and you find something that is common. So single story houses under a certain price. I actually did single story homes in Denver, Colorado under 500,000. So this is the complete brochure right here. And I just went to, here, let's just pick one because I'm sure those houses are gone. The market here is kind of crazy. Oh wait, here's one. I clicked on the photos, I right-clicked the saved image as a copy image, and then I uploaded it to Canva. So I assume that you have the photos already. You may have it in a specific gallery that you have. If not, you can go to your website and just right-click Save As and save into a specific folder. And you're gonna end up with a guide, something similar to this. So we go to canva.com and I'll just show you here exactly how it looks like, canva.com. I click right here on more and that brings me to everything that they have. Now I tend to do a presentation, so somewhere down here there should be presentations. Here we go. So it's a white presentation. I feel like it works a little bit better for brochures, but what you got to think about now is that most people, they are looking on their phones, and then a portrait style is going to work better because that's how you look at your phone. So you kind of have to make a judgment call with this. For the sake of this video, I ended up doing a landscape style. So all I did, I just clicked on the presentation and it brings me to layouts. Now you're going to see here, it says free. And then if I roll over the next one here, it has a little dollar sign and that's paid for. So if you want to pay for a design, you can do that. See how this kind of folds up and it says 10 while this one doesn't, or this one? This means that there are 10 pages. If I click on it, it has 10 pages for me to choose from for my presentation. Well, this one, for example, this is it. So we're gonna find a good design, and then we're just gonna work with it. The design that I used was this one right here. Now I wanted it to have more than one page. The reason being is that I want to kind of mix it up a little bit. So I just drag it over right here, and then I'm going to customize it. I'm gonna pull in a photo. I'm gonna customize all the wording and everything until it looks like this. So none of this is complicated. None of this is out of your range. Canva makes things really easy for you. So I'm gonna go right here on the left hand side. I'm gonna go to uploads. And I already have all these photos uploaded. So I just clicked here, upload your images. And then when I select my folder where all the images are, and then I upload. Now, let's see, what photo did I put up front? This one. So let's find that. Which one is it? This one right here. So I just dragged it over. It's drag and drop. That's how easy it is. And I said, no more stairs, 5 gorgeous single-story homes under 500K. And for the sake of simplicity, I am just going to copy paste. What size did I have it at? 36. I go up here, see where the font size is. I'm just gonna type it in, 36, and I deleted the one underneath. Okay, so where it says right here, our business strategy. Now see the dotted lines here? This tells me that the big box is selected. So I don't have the business strategy selected. Right here, there it is. So I need to select the box. Oh, that's not gonna work. I'm just gonna move it. And once I move it, that selects the box. I hit delete and it's gone. So I'm gonna move this. See how your mouse changes to more like a directional sign? And Canva does such a phenomenal job. It'll tell me what's centered and what isn't. See that cross right there? It's telling me that is the text is centered. So I'm gonna just stop dragging it, deselect it. Now I want to select this white box right here, because you want to see kind of what's behind it. So I'm gonna go up to the top right corner where it says transparency. And I'm gonna drag this down right here, right around 30. So look how better this looks. You can kind of see what's behind it, but you still have the text. Now it's a little bit, what did I have this one on? Because it's a little bit distracting still to me. Here, I'm gonna click on it, 55. Okay, let's do 55. So I'm gonna select the box again, click here. I'm just gonna type it in, 55. No, it doesn't want to do that. All right, let's drag it somewhere in this range. That's better. You can still see what's behind it, but the text is, because this is the front page, the text is what's pulling it out. Then I'm gonna go up here, where's the partner presentation? You don't want to have that under there. And I'm just gonna copy paste single story homes in Denver, Colorado under 500K. Now I can delete this too if I want to, but I kind of like the way that this looks. So we got our front page. That's how easy that was. Now I'm gonna add a new page. And I'm gonna go back here to layouts on the left hand side. And I'm gonna select this guy right here. And I'm gonna show you how my second page is. So this is the first page, and here's the address. Here's the home, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,590 square feet, price $475. So let's go back to our design, back to uploads, and I believe it's this home right here. We're gonna go, and I'm gonna just copy paste. You can type it in, but because we want to save our time, what do we say? 475. Thousand. How does that look? And this is 32-ish. See how I have the white box selected? And go back up here to transparency up in the top right corner. And I'm gonna drop this down to about 30-ish. Now I feel like this needs to be centered a little bit more. So I'm gonna wait until I can find where my mouse changes from typing to moving. Move this down a little bit. Now you can see how everything turns into little grids, and it helps me figure out what's the middle and what isn't. And I'm gonna move the price right down here. Okay, and up here, partner presentation, I'm gonna put the address. Oopsie doopsie. Copy paste the address. And another thing that I did, because the wonderful thing about Canva is that you can put a link in there. So let's see if it holds my link. Yes, so it holds my link. I'm just gonna click the link. What I did is that I had to go to that specific house on realtor.com. You would have it go to your website. So you select the text, you go up here to this little chain icon that says link, click on it, you paste in Control V, you paste in your web address, and you click apply. So once they click on this, it goes and takes them to your website. So not only does it bring traffic to your website, but it also helps people kind of learn more about the home. And you keep going like that. Add a new page. Let's see what we did next. I put in home features and an inside photo. So I'm gonna go back to layouts. And what did I use? I used one of these. Drag and drop. Go back to my uploads. I believe it's this photo. Yeah, it looks the same. And I put home features for the headline here. Home features. And in some cases, I had to rewrite the description. You do not want to just put in bullet points here. Don't be lazy. You actually want to paint a picture. Must see brick ranch in perfect location. Okay, in a perfect location. I need to fix my grammar. Quiet neighborhood street, only 10 minutes from downtown. Entire home has been updated and well cared for. I believe this is the one that I copy pasted. So that particular realtor did a pretty good job. Some of the other ones I did have to rewrite. So paint the picture, tell them about the home. Don't just throw out some stats in there and information. Make it personal. It's a very personal thing to buy a home. I'm gonna keep the address. So I'm just gonna copy paste here so they know that it's still the same address. A3. This doesn't always copy delete properly. And I am also going to keep the link. So I'm just gonna click here to the link. I'm gonna hit Control C to copy the link and do the same thing here. Click the link button, Control V, and apply. So you're gonna go through this whole thing and you wanna keep a consistent look. So I'm not gonna do this for the sake of time because I've already done it. It's right here. I'm gonna take you through this. Then we go to the next home. So what I did, I had the front photo and I picked at least one good photo on the inside. Now you can be a lot more detailed if you want. Now I'm doing this for the sake of video, so I'm just gonna be kind of more shorter and more concise. But here's another one. This is a Gray Street in Wheat Ridge. 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,440 square feet, price $464,900. You see the outside and then you see the inside, home features. Imagine yourself living stairs and step-free with flooring throughout the house. Now, it is going to matter to a lot of people whether it has carpet or whether it has flooring. Because when you have a single-story home, you apply to a lot of different clientele. Some of the clientele is not going to be able to use, it's not desirable for them to have carpet because maybe they're in a wheelchair, maybe they have some type of disability that requires them to be all on single level. And carpet in that case is terrible and you just save them a lot of time. So be as descriptive as you can. You know your houses, you know what you're selling. So definitely pull out your buying points. Go through the house, make a list of all the positive features, and that's what you want to put in here. If you can't do that, hire a copywriter, because realtors, guys, you sometimes need to do you really need to step up your game in copywriting. Anyway, here's another home feature. This was a beautiful home right here. This particular house, just stunning. Then I did this brick home. It was $300,000. It was very colorful on the inside. So we used the word creativity or creative, because it's gonna apply to someone. And then we did a fixer-upper. And when I say we, I mean me. And you can see here on the inside, it definitely needs some work, but look at the cute outside. I mean, this is a selling point. And another point that we made here, and again, when I say we, I made me. Median prices of the home is $627,000, and the price on this home is $275,000. So you can see it's a consistent look throughout the brochure. This is it. Now you're obviously you're gonna want to have your name in there. You're gonna want to have some of your branding in there. So don't just copy paste what I'm doing here. Use your own judgment. So the main thing that I would add into here would be obviously your name and your brand. You want to probably have somewhere where they can give you a call. So I would take this and I'm gonna hit Alt and drag, and that just copies that particular little banner. I'm gonna make it smaller, and I would probably make it a little bit transparent and double click. Let's see, put text, add a little bit of body text right here. I'm gonna change the color to, let's do white. And we're going to change the size to a little bit smaller. Let's do 12. Realtor Mick Realson, phone 303-303-333. And then I would add that to all of the photos. Sorry, I cannot talk and cannot focus at the same time. And this is still a little bit too big for my taste, so let's do 11. That's a little bit better. And move it down. Oh. I'm used to doing my own graphics in Photoshop, so I have a little bit more control, but this works perfectly for when you're in a pins. And even though I can do my own graphics, this just doesn't want to center. That's fine. Even though I do my own graphic design, I often, just to save time, I go to Canva. And here. There we go. Close enough. But you get what I mean. You want to obviously have your name and you want to have your contact number in there. And I suggest add your email, because nobody wants to be on the phone these days. Okay, so you got your guide. You're going to go up to here. You're going to name it right here, and you're going to name it what you want. Single story homes in Denver, Colorado, under 500. Click done. And you're going to click download. You're going to want to do it at the recommendation. You're going to want to save it as a PDF, which is recommended. If you do it as JPEG, the links are not going to work. JPEG is just a photo, same as PNG. PNG is just a photo. It just allows you to do transparent backgrounds. You want to do PDF, print, recommended. So you're not going to do anything here except just click download, and it's going to download down. We're gonna wait. I'm gonna be patient, which I really am not. At this point, I would have been in all of my other windows doing something else and totally forgotten what I'd be doing. And right here, it's gonna be right here, open when done. And here is your PDF. Now, here's the problem. And I have no control over this because I do not have the original photo. See how pixelated it is? I do not have the full quality photos. So this is going to be a little bit of a problem because, again, I have shrunken down compressed web versions from realtor.com. I assume that you have your own photos ideally done for you by a professional photographer because you want those photos to look good. If not a phone photo, you want it to be at least about 1800 pixels on the wide side and 72 dots per inch. So you want to make sure that you don't have this. These are not good photos, but we're going to work with what we got because that's all I got right now. And most people, if they are on a computer, this is how it's going to look for them. It's going to look different on the phone. And remember, a lot of people do everything on their phones today. Well, look at that. I got a pretty decent photo right here. So the fixer-upper is the only one with a non-pixelated photo. But you see the difference in quality. It starts kind of getting blurry and pixelated. These here little squares, these are called pixels. So make sure that your quality is good. Make sure your photos are good. Everything is extremely visual. But you have your guide, you got your lead magnet. So we are going to go into the ads manager. And I have a business manager. You can do business.facebook.com. And if you don't have a business account, you can either create it. You can also just go and just create a new ad from your Facebook page if you want to do that. I recommend having a business manager or business page. So I'm going to do lead generation right here. I'm going to create lead generation realtor. Just make it simple. But you want to make sure that you understand what it is that you're doing. So single story homes. Okay. I'm going to hit continue. We're not going to do any type of split testing. This, if I was running this for a client, I would not use this. This doesn't want to do it. I would not use the split testing. I would analyze the data afterwards, and we're going to do that and then figure out exactly how to narrow it down. So you always want to test. If you have more than one Facebook page, you want to select the right one. Add set name. Now here's the thing. We are doing single story homes. So my assumption is that it's not going to be the first time home buyers. They don't care about stairs. It's going to be a little bit of the older generation. So I'm going to do 50 plus, 50 to 65 plus, all men. And put in English. I want them to speak English. If you have a second language that you can put in, you just enter it in here. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just gonna do English for now because, you know, I am bilingual, but not in any useful language. So we're gonna put in Denver. And at some point it's gonna pop up, Denver, Colorado. I'm probably gonna do about 15 miles. No, it didn't want to do that. 15 miles. What does that bring us to? 480,000 people. Now, this is the key thing. Here it says everyone in this location. You want to click on the little arrow down here and you want to do people who live in this location. That brings us down to 410,000. So the reason you do people who live in this location is because everyone in this location is also people visiting. Now, you do not want to capture every living person on earth that may possibly be in the market to buy a home. That is not how it works. You do not have the budget for that. You need to focus on those that are actually interested in purchasing a home. So we're going to do people who live in this location. We're not going to do any other things, you know, not traveling, not recently in there, people who live in this location. Now we're going to go down here to targeting. And our targeting, we're going to focus on, now you can put in homeowner. That adds about 12,712 people. You can see the stats here on the side. Now, the homeowner, you don't want to put it in every single time. Now, if you are focused on first-time home buyers, you don't necessarily want to put this in. this is an interest. This is not people who mark themselves necessarily as being a homeowner. Those are people that are interested in being a homeowner. So it's not that bad of an audience, but it's not something that I would focus too harshly on. I'm just, for the sake of testing, I'm going to do it. We're definitely going to do realtor.com right here, interest. That's a lot of interest. And there's a realtor with a capital and a realtor with lowercase. And I'm going to add both. Let's put in Zillow and Trulia. Those are kind of the main sites. So what I'm doing right now is that people that have expressed interest in or like pages related to realtor.com, and same with Trulia and Zillow. These are people that are going on this website. They're interested in buying a house or finding a home if they're visiting these websites. Nobody has a hobby of just looking at photos of houses. And if they do, they need a better hobby. Because I'm kind of focused on specific audience, I'm not going to expand interest because I'm not just looking for any type of leads. I am looking for qualified leads. So I don't need any connection type right now because I don't have a page, but you should add here people who like your page. If you have a Facebook page, you definitely want to do that. People who like your page, because most likely they're on your page because they're interested in buying a house. I'm going to do automatic placements. And again, this is a test. Once I've finished the test, I would edit the placements. And we're going to put in our budget right now, what I did, because remember I did this before and my video just didn't capture the sound. You can set a start and an end date. Just keep in mind that Facebook automatically puts it a month out. So you could test it for a couple of days. And that means that you'll spend no more than $40. This is your daily budget. So let's say you want to spend $20 on testing. You just put $10 in here and it says you'd spend no more than $20. Now, I am not going to mess with this. You can, if you want, you can set a bid cap because really Facebook ads is about who has the most money. So I could do something like $2.50. Facebook recommends $2 per lead. I could put a bid cap on $2.50. I have learned that tends to, especially when I'm kind of hyper focusing like this is, I am focused on a specific audience. This hurts me. So let's not do this. I know a lot of teach to put the bid cap on there. Let's not do that. So I'm going to hit continue. We're going to do a single image. The recommended pixels are 1200 by 628. This is not the 1:9. This is a different ratio. So we're going to go back to our trusted Canva. And I'm just going to click back here. Go click more. And Canva, it's such an amazing tool. I can't believe it's free. So we are going to go to Facebook ads. See, 1200 pixels by 628. That's exactly what they're wanting. 1200 by 628. So what I did now, I just selected this template right here because it is going to have a consistent look to what my brochure, the way my brochure looks. So I'm going to go to my uploads and I'm going to select the photo. I'm going to show you actually how I did it. Okay, so what this template does is that it created a few different text and boxes. I'm just going to move it around for my convenience. I don't want this line over here or down here, so I just try and select it and delete. I'm going to delete this because I only need one box, and I'm going to move this down here. I'm going to make it, let's see, where is my original, here's my presentation. No more stairs, 5 gorgeous single-story homes under 500K. And if I can find, I'm just going to copy and paste. And we're going to make this a lot smaller. That looks good. And I believe I made that text white, didn't I? kind of looks more elegant. Now I'm going to make it, it's just, no, like that. So you can kind of see the home a little bit. You know what? I want it a little bit less transparent, like that. That makes the white letter pop. So this is our ad. This is the ad copy. We're gonna go back up here and say lead magnet ad for realtors. Now again, I've done this before. I'm not gonna download this because I'm filling up my computer with stuff, and I actually have a problem with that right now. My computer is full. So instead, I'm gonna go back to my ad that I'm creating here with you. I'm gonna do upload image, and I already have it right here. And it's in the correct dimension. So Facebook is happy. It is in the correct dimensions. Now let me go to my original ad and see exactly what text I put in there. I'm gonna copy paste. Look at it. Here it is. Here's what you have. I made it simple. I said 5 beautiful single-story homes in Denver for under 500K. And you always want to tell people what to do. Click download to access your free brochure. So I'm going to start with going here to call to action, and I'm going to change that from sign up, see where it says sign up right here, to download right here. Now it matches what I'm telling people to do. We don't need a link. We definitely need a headline, and let's see what I put. 5 beautiful single-story homes. 5 beautiful single-story homes in Denver for under 500K. The headline comes right here. And in my news link feed, I just repeated what it said up there. Again, I'm making it simple. You don't need a whole story when it comes to these things. You just need simple. Now, I'm not worried about Facebook Pixel. I already created the lead magnet. So I'm going to go through it again with you. And I'm going to click here to new form, and we're just going to duplicate this the way that I did. New form. I'm going to start with editing the name of my form. So I would do, because you want to know what it is that you're doing. So I would do 5 single-story homes, Denver under 500K. So that way you know exactly what it is that you're doing in case that you have more than one lead magnet out there and you want to test it. You want to have several different ones. I'm going to start with going to settings. Right now under form configuration it says restricted. Only people who are delivered your ad directly can submit this form. Now we're not going to do that. We're going to keep it open. Your ad can't be shared and anyone can submit this form. So if Joe Smo gets the ad and knows Jane Smo that is looking to buy a home and is looking for a single-story home, he can share the ad with her. So that's it. That's the only thing we're going to do here under settings. We're going to go back to content. Form type, we want more volume. If you are getting not so qualified leads, you're just getting kind of people clicking and just spam, you want to put higher intent. But for now, we're going to start with more volume because we're testing. Now headline, the headline text comes right here. So we're going to do 5 single-story homes for under 500K. Let's put beautiful because we want to have some adjective. Beautiful. And I cannot type and speak at the same time. Now you want to have consistency. So we're going to use the image from our ad. And the same image from our ad is also our brochure. Again, consistency is humongous when it comes to brand. Now this is the text right here. Enjoy this free brochure of 5 single-story homes in Denver for under 500K. No more stairs, steps, or oh my gosh, to trip on. Something like that. You want to focus on why single-story homes. What do people not want with single story homes. They don't like stairs, right? So put in some type of good content here. I can't look at it for you and see what I put in there, but this text doesn't matter as much as your headline, but you want to have something short and sweet in here. We're going to go down to questions. We want their email and name, but I also want, here, show more options. We want their phone number because you are going to want to give them a call, right? That's all we're going to do here. Oh, actually, instead of saying to download from Vala Vincent, provide your info below, we don't want to tell people to download anything. We want to say, where should I send your brochure? And that way they say, oh, send it to my email. This is my name and my phone number. And they're, you know, people are not dumb. They know that if they're putting their phone number in there, they know they're getting a phone call from you. Here's the thing. You need to have a privacy policy. It should be on your website. I'm going to go just to my website and I'm going to copy the link from there. Control copy. Here's my privacy policy. By law, you have to have this. So you put in the link to your privacy policy, and here's the link text. So it's going to say right here, privacy policy. And when they click on this thing, they can go to your privacy policy. If you need to, you can add a custom disclaimer, but you don't need to. Okay, we're going to go to thank you screen. So, congratulations. Here is your, click the button, click the blue button, access your guide. And down here, you can say, if you are interested in setting up a showing for one of the houses, then please call whatever your number is, 303.303.3033. Please call Realtor Son at 303.303 or email at realtor@realtor.com. Now, obviously I didn't put this in because, you know, I ran this ad and it went to real people. But this is exactly what I would put in. Something similar to that, better written, obviously. But we want to let people know that if they are interested in doing it, that there are steps that they can take. Contact information are also inside the brochure. So we're going to do download. Button text here says, show me my brochure. Right here, this is the button text right here. And website link. So what I do is that I go to Dropbox. Again, cannot type. And any of that. So I uploaded it to Dropbox. And, oh, there we go. Let's go back. Oh my goodness. So I uploaded the brochure to Dropbox, and I'm just going to click here, share, and I'm going to create a link, copy a link. You can do this with Google Docs and anywhere where you can share it. I like to use Dropbox because it's simple. Copy paste my link, and then I'm going to click save and finish. But I'm not going to do that because I already have this form, but that's exactly what you would do, and then you would click confirm. Now, what happens is that once they put in their information, so let's walk you through this a little bit. Here's what they're going to see. When they click download on the original ad, it's going to bring them to this screen. Where should I send your brochure? They put in their information right here, click submit. It's going to get them to the thank you screen right here. Once they click this button, it takes them directly to the brochure. it's as simple as that. It's so simple for people to do it. They don't really have to get out of Facebook, and Facebook does not want people to get off of Facebook. So this is just a really simple way to gather leads. So what you do is that their information is going to go into a database in your Facebook page. You're going to either download it from there, or what I do for my clients is that I link it to MailChimp, or I link it to wherever it is where they collect their leads, if I can, and it throws them into an automation of emails. So they're gonna get an email that says, thank you for your interest in 5 single-story homes in Denver for under $500,000. If you saw a home that you're interested in, I am happy to set up an appointment for you. If you want to set up a meeting, then give me a call or reply to this email. That way, you want to make sure that people don't have to click too much. But here's what happened, and I'm going to show you the ad. It's right here. So this ad gave me 5 results within the first 24 hours. Now, I got $3.91 per lead. That's how low the cost per lead was. We reached about 510 people, 510 impressions, and reach was 410, and we got 5 names, 5 phone numbers, and 5 emails. So I'm gonna make sure this is selected, and I'm gonna show you the breakdown. So if I go here by delivery, and I'm gonna do age and gender. Now you're gonna have some data to work with. 3 of those leads went to female 65 plus, female 55-64 was 1 lead, and again female 45 to 54. Facebook is really smart. Sometimes it's best just to let Facebook kind of do its job and do some of the filtering for you. Now you can see here that they showed it mostly to females, 45 to 54, because here you can see 158. And then they showed it to female 55 to 64, and then it kind of starts dropping down from there. But what the next step that you would do is that you would narrow down your targeting to just female. Because if you keep trying to show it to everybody, you're going to pay more for your leads. And again, less qualified leads. It just means more people that are not interested in your leads. You're showing it to them without, it's not necessary. You're wasting your money. So look, it shows it to men, and it's trying to, but nothing is happening. Now again, we didn't run it very long. We got 5 leads within 24 hours. That's really good. So your next step after this is to narrow down your audience. So you would change the targeting, instead of all, you would change it to just female. We would still do maybe, now even it says 45 here, it just means that if we did 50 plus, it means that they showed it to 50 plus, but it's in the category of 45 to 54. So we would probably stick to our age range. We may even want to consider to just do like 50 to 60. Well, we did that. Anyway, so let's look a little bit further. So we go back to breakdown by delivery. And let's look at platform and device. All the results came on a phone. Look at that. Every single lead form came on a phone. So you had somebody there 65 plus, and I know that there are people out there that claim that people over 60 are never on their phones or computer, but they are, and this is proof right here. Every single person did this on their phone. Think about that. So what you could do is that instead of showing it when you're doing your targeting, you can do just phone. I would do a new presentation that would be more suitable for phone. So I would do it in portrait style. Now there's not much else here for this particular ad that we want to look at. We can look at time of day. And if you see some type of consistency, you know what? There is some form of consistency. They all came after 3 p.m. From 3 to 6, nobody's doing here anything during dinner time from 6 to 7. And then from 7 to 9. Now, here's the thing. So let's take this out. With a reach of 410 and 500, we're not getting a whole lot of data. I would wait until this was a little bit higher before I start categorizing when it runs per time. Now, the reason why you're doing all of this targeting is that you want to capture your leads as cheap as possible. So you want to optimize your leads to be cost effective. You want your ROI, right? So definitely look at your data and go from there. Now I'm gonna go here real quick to my website. And I'm gonna show you kind of where the leads come in. Gotta go to my business manager. You're gonna go to publishing tools right here, up in the top. And if it doesn't look like the way that mine looks, is because I have a business site set up. But you should be able to find publishing tools. And right here, leads, add forms. You want to go here to forms library. And right here, it's right here. Now, you can either click download and it's going to pop up. Your leads are going to pop up. Now, I've already downloaded the leads. But your leads would pop up here and you could just do Excel. You can do XLS, which would be an Excel sheet. So you can go here and you can manually download the leads right here. Or you can I use Zapier.com, and I hook it over to where once the leads come in, they automatically are sapped over. So it's an integration program that saps it over to MailChimp. And in MailChimp, I have an automation email. So I create an automation where they go into an email sequence over the next few days where we kind of just kindly remind them to either call us or email us back. Now, you got to remember, even though in this case that we are working with people that don't necessarily want, they're an older generation. So even though a lot of them are good with phone calls, not all of them are. Some people are just not in a position where they can be picking up the phone and making a phone call. So you want to make sure you work with both ways of capturing leads, but both with offering them to reply to the email. And you don't want them to say, make a new email to send it. You want them to reply. So make sure that you've used the word reply to this email if you want to set up an appointment. So definitely work with what you got. Go through your list, go through your website, go through your listings and find a common denominator here. Think like you are a buyer. People don't want just a list of homes. They can go to realtor.com and Zillow for that. They want specific things. When I was looking for a home, I was looking for very specific things. There were things that really mattered to me, and there were things that didn't matter as much to me. And think about how your clients have been. Every single person that is buying a home, they have something that really matters to them. So focus on that and create a lead magnet that kind of hyper focuses on people's needs. But anyway, this is how you create ads from the beginning to the end, and you can see the results. We got about $3.91 per lead. Now, how many of you, if you're doing magazines ad, bus benches, billboards, the little thing in the grocery stores where you can advertise on the buggies, how much does that cost you? How many sales did you get from those? How many phone calls did you get from them? Because let's say that you have a magazine ad. It's a full page ad, $1,500 per month. You can put a bunch of tiny little houses on there, and you may not get a single phone call from it. Or let's say you get 2 phone calls from it. Then, without having to do too harsh of a math, each one of those leads costs you $750, right? If they turn into sale, perfect. If they don't, you had 2 $750 leads.
that is extremely expensive. Here you get 5 leads that cost you $3.91. That's the power of Facebook ads, and that is just through test ads. Now just imagine what you can do with really focusing your ads. Anyway, put your questions in the comments below and we'll go from there.
I hope you like this video on how to run Facebook ads for real estate agents, collect leads, and not only collect any leads, collect qualified leads. So now you know how to create the lead magnet, how to do a lead generation ad, and how to get more focused. So the next step would be to run a second ad with more focused targeting, because Facebook can give you all the leads that you want, but they're gonna waste your time. You want qualified leads. So if you like this video, please click like and subscribe. Hit the little bell so you can be notified of when I upload other videos or do tutorial videos like this all the time. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. I will do my best to answer all of them. I also would like to invite you to join my Facebook group. The link is in the description below. It's a mastermind group where we discuss personal branding and social media marketing every single day. That's it for me. See you later and bye-bye.